invoice.
Well,
that's all I'm saying, Fat.
It's not all about money.
It will be, yes, at the moment it is.
And I'll say, well done, Skipper.
It's just
That's
all,
why you have skippers.
I'm happy to
all
come in
we
for
say, well, you do anyway. Now, Brian says he's got a massive American Joe.
Yeah, I've got a Joe, and
Right.
I just did it with the one phone call through my contact. I rang Steph to get a number, and then...
don't tell me Joe,
Not Joe
Exotic.
Joe Exotic.
I'm not
Good work, Brian.
Could be.
That'd be a good get.
That would be a good get. With one call.
In the clink.
Well, he's allowed one call a week, Bill.
Exactly.
And he's going to talk to you.
Jeez, he'd be disappointed when he uses his one call a
No.
week and he lands in the
I think we
middle
would
of our
be.
show.
Anyway, I'm finally going to
All
make
right.
something happen because nothing's happened here for 2 weeks with the
You,
wheel.
Brian?
We're just about to get rid of the wheel.
Well,
Forward to that.
the only one that's really performed there.
Oh, Duck.
You?
Yeah, well, I got Lance Armstrong. No one else has done anything.
Snorkel got him for you.
Yeah.
No, he sent my ads over to him.
You're
Oh, what? The Mosh ads
Nike ads.
that you get money for that we're getting nothing out of?
Nike ads.
I've heard the Mosh. They've
Oh.
sent that ad international as well. So
no.
there's an international boundary.
Here we go.
A cease and desist again,
Yeah.
BT.
Here we go.
Internationally.
I have got him.
Yeah,
I've got Joe.
Have a look at Brian.
I have got Joe.
No, you haven't.
JB, you couldn't.
You
Still
haven't.
cannot get over it.
I have
Still
gone-
cannot get
It's
over
the
it.
producer's fault.
I can tell you
Jim.
now. I have gone and got Joe. This man is just taking the world
Well,
by
Joe-
storm.
What, Bill, Brian, we can't get Joe Montana. He's not available.
Have a listen to these highlights. This is Joe. Have a listen to Joe.
Ingles will take it inside. He's a great three-point shooter, over 44%. That time he drives and finds the deuce. Ingles, there's a three. Ingles again, another three, and down the hatch for a second time. Ingles with another three. Ingles, three. Ingles here is cooking. Ingles got a great shot away. That is a three. And they've got another three from Ingles at the other end.
Yes, that is Joe Ingles.
Brian!
Superstar of the Utah Jazz and the NBA as it is at the moment. Joe, welcome to Triple M Football. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me. Rumour has it I'm basically the only one that's been able to get on the show because no one else has been able to get through.
Well, that's not quite true, Joe. I happened to get Lance Armstrong on a couple of weeks ago, but JB's fallen a little bit short.
Yes, twice.
Joey, you are a bloody star, and Brian claims that you're a mate of his. Is this true?
Yes, absolutely.
I am. I've done a few different things with BT. I actually sat next to his wife on a flight too, and she kept telling me all about him and some bad habits of his, and yeah, it was actually it was very interesting. So if I ever need some info, I've got some dirt on you.
That's right. I took Joe to the rack there one day too.
What is it about
The
you?
basketball
We've
ring,
got
Bill.
one of the great three-point shooters, but you actually think you're actually good at basketball, BT, don't you?
Absolutely.
You think you're good?
I was good. I was a state representative, but it's not about me, Joe. We are talking to this man, of course, from the Utah Jazz. He's one of the best three-point shooters in the game. He signed a $50 million deal, Duck, a lot bigger than
50 mil?
just over 50 mil, in fact, US, Bill. So
US.
make it 100 if you like.
80 or 90.
Yep. And,
Wow, what do you do with that, Joe?
He is doing wonderful things over there. What do you do with it, Joe?
90 mil.
I'm not too sure, to be honest. I've done a few silly things, a few good things. We've donated a lot, which has been really cool to be part of a few different autism boards and stuff. So we've been obviously fortunate enough to be able to donate a lot.
Have you got mates that say, look, I've got a racehorse, or I've got some camels, or I've got some alpacas or something? Do you fall into a few of those schemes?
I might have had a good friend just text me right before of a race that was going on, but no gambling in America, so I'm going to be very responsible and stay above board. But I might have a couple friends chuck a couple bucks on something for me.
Well, in Adelaide today, Brian and boys,
Yes.
a race 2, number 8 today in Adelaide, Utah Joe. You got anything to do with that?
I wish I did, especially if it wins.
Have you gleaned anything out of Zoom? Because it was an interesting situation when Rudy Gobert first announced that he had corona, and then Donovan Mitchell got the shits, and a few other guys jumped in. What's the current vibe within your team, even though it's only on Zoom?
No, we're good. I think everyone's kind of itching to get back out there. It's like I said, it's our job, and not only is it our job, but we love doing it, and we had, I think, 15 or 16 games left in the regular season, and we're heading into the playoffs. Like you said, sitting in 4th or 5th or whatever we were. So we were looking for a strong finish and try and get up to kind of 2nd or 3rd and have a strong playoffs. And to be kind of shut down so quickly and immediately was tough.
Tell us about when you were going to sign a nice deal with the Adelaide 36ers. They spelt your name wrong. Oh, well, a little deal. It was a little deal, Joey boy, a little deal. And they spelt your name wrong.
You were making more money as a 15-year-old mowing lawns than I was going to get that year.
So I should have too, by the way. I was a very good lawnmower. But they spelt your name wrong. They spelt Joe wrong. And you cracked the shits with the Adelaide 36ers and you went to Melbourne.
That's not exactly how it went down, but there was a lot of... there was a few different things that happened. One of them was the final straw, and it was funny because like you said, I grew up there. I went to all the games as a kid. Brett Maher was my favourite player growing up, and I wanted to be Brett Maher, and so I did crack the shits a little bit, and went to Melbourne, and I guess I thought I was a bit more important than probably what I was back then as a 16-year-old. I wanted to be recruited a bit more, and no, it was just a weird situation. Obviously, like I said, I was 16. And everything's worked out very well.
I'm about to say, I think it's worked out all right for you, Joe.
You get the name right, wouldn't you?
I live in Melbourne now. I can come in the studio all the time when I'm back
exactly
home.
right. Yeah. Very welcome you are too. Now, we're all binging on television, Joey, of course, because we're all in lockdown, so we're streaming everything. The Last Dance has taken Australia by storm, the Michael Jordan documentary. Have you got yourself across it? And are those sort of toxic egos a part of the Utah Jazz?
The last part, no. We're very lucky, like I said before, with a great group of guys. I think it took the world by storm. I think it was awesome by ESPN and those guys to bring it out a bit earlier because of obviously what's going on. And we didn't watch it on the night that it got aired. We were actually re-watching Prison Break for some silly reason. That's where we've got to in our isolation. But it was an awesome first couple of episodes. I think there'll be obviously more and more to come. I think it will get better and better. And I think the coolest thing is people learning about Michael and what he did, but how awesome he was and how dedicated he was to winning. And it pissed some people off. Everyone wasn't his best mate on the team, but he won 6 championships and is considered, which I think, the best player ever. So if I have to piss some people off to get up there, then I'm more than happy to.
Now, Joe, Tokyo cancelled this year, next year. I guess you're really looking forward to that. Australia going to have a great team to compete in Tokyo. If we're into the last 15 seconds of the gold medal game and you're playing the US, Australia's got possession of the ball. Who do you want to take the shot?
Me.
That's it.
Yes.
Of course he does.
Just not flip it out wide to Paddy. Just leave it in your hands.
Well, Paddy's going to shoot 40 shots before that, so he doesn't need 41.
Anyone from the arm could have Joe.
All right, now, Bill, very important job here for Joe.
Yes, Joe Ingles, of course.
Can I ask what the point of this wheel is? Seriously?
Wayne?
Because we haven't...
No, you can't.
The only time we've gone off it is when I got Lance Armstrong.
Well, no, we've got Joe Ingles, the superstar in the NBA.
Well, hang on.
We got Jingles.
I had Joe on the board of mine.
You did.
That's what I'm saying.
But we never landed on him.
I've seen some of those names up there, and there's... Like, you guys aren't going to get many of them. Let's be honest.
You are going to help us right now.
How do you reckon we go with Joey?
Righto, here we go. Joey Ingles, done and dusted. Here we go. Everyone's a winner on the wheel. Where's the wheel, Joe?
Where's the wheel?
How's Ringles, by the way?
Oh, Bill.
No. Andre Agassi, yes. Now, Damo, that is your man. You've got to get Andre Agassi. Joe, you wouldn't know Andre Agassi, would you?
No, I've probably read his book like most other people, but that's about it.
All right, bald sort of a character now.
Thank you.
You got any other basketballers on there or NBA?
Yeah, let's get another basketball.
Do you know Steph Curry?
I do know Steph, yeah.
Well, could you ring him up and say, hey, Steph?
Yeah, there are some dingbats in Melbourne that want to talk to you.
LeBron's there.
So if you guys are good, I might be able to see what I can do.
Well, hang on. Here we go. The wheel's still spinning. Steph Curry! Yes! Steph Curry we've got. All right, Joe, we won't tell the people. They won't hear this, but we will get him next week. Well done to you, Joe.
Like I said, no promises, but he would be a very good person to have a conversation with.
Well, we look forward to seeing you both in Tokyo and also back in the NBA as soon as possible, Joe. It's been absolutely fantastic watching. By the way, I like it when you run the point, mate, and Donovan doesn't run the point. I like when you the little screen and roll to Gobert is very nicely done. And
I'll let Donovan know. That
yeah, let him know, mate. Tell him to get in the corner, mate.
And but the other thing we like, Joey, is you finally cut Jared Roughhead loose because he was dagging out of your ass for that long. Now you've gotten rid of him, you look happier and healthier.
I'm a Saints fan now.
Yeah. Hey, great chatting. Thanks so much for coming on. You've always been great to us at Triple M, and good luck with everything coming up.
No worries. Appreciate it, fellas.
Well done, Brian.
Yeah.
That is the superstar, Joe Ingles. Nicely handled there, Brian.